Chief Meteorologist James Sahara and Storm Track 8 weather. Sponsored by your local Jewel Osco.
Just beautiful temperatures for today, even though it stayed gray.
Yeah, who needs a sun?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can get a little sun, I guess. But yeah, it was awfully nice. We had daytime highs for early May. We had overnight lows for early June. How about we just extend that just a little bit longer?
Keep it going.
Yeah, a lot of clouds out there today, but didn't see much as far as any wet weather. The only exception was early this morning, just enough to kind of wet the pavement. Here's our storm tracker, and it still looks pretty dry out there, and it's going to be that way as we go through the early evening. Here's what's been going on in our neck of the woods. We got an area of low pressure off to our west, strong area of high pressure across the Carolinas, and these two are working together, produces nice, unseasonably warm flow of air that will extend right through Wednesday. Now, as far as any little disturbances caught in that flow, we just don't see anything local. But as we get a little bit more to the south and west, from Texas going to Oklahoma, that's the one we'll keep an eye on as we head into the next 12 to 24 hours. Let's show you that with our future track. 7 o'clock this evening, move the clock to about 10:30. Any outdoor plans that you have, maybe doing a little grilling? You're going to be just fine, no problem whatsoever. The broken clouds will linger on throughout the rest of the night into early tomorrow morning. This is 5:30, and here comes that wave really falling apart. So the coverage looks very widely scattered, to say the least, as that will continue on to about the mid-morning hours around 9:30. After 9:30, we start drying out. We actually may see some breaks of sun. So with that in mind, we put it all together, and we're going to be seeing some real nice temperatures again, right back in those 60s. Some areas could be flirting near 70 for daytime highs. We'll go about 64 degrees in Maquoketa, Clinton, Sterling Rock Falls, around 65 degrees. Could be near 70 degrees around Mount Pleasant, about 67 in Galesburg, 66 degrees in Toledo, Kewaunee, and the Quad Cities. It could be as warm as 67 degrees. Normal highs around 45, so we'll be well above that come tomorrow. The only reason we're bringing it down a couple of degrees from today's highs is because of that moisture we may be seeing in the early morning hours. The air may have a hard time trying to warm that up. Now, as far as in the days ahead, taking a look at our future track, Tuesday afternoon to Tuesday night, a little wave of some scattered activity makes its way through. We'll get a little bit of a break, and then a stronger wave comes in by around Wednesday night, heading into about Thursday morning. This is the one that will produce most of the rainfall around here before the last of the raindrops will be slowly coming to an end sometime later on Thursday. So we put it all together with the amounts that we see in the greatest amounts Wednesday going to Thursday morning. It looks like on average, if we took all about half a dozen of our computer models, we're going to be ending up with maybe just about over 3/4 of an inch of rain. Some local areas more south and east of the Quad Cities could likely see rainfall amounts about 1 inch to maybe 1.25 inches. So some pretty good rainfall that will be soaked in to our front yards, that is for sure. Breezy, warm night will be the low, only dropping to 56 degrees. No chance of any wet weather until we get to about sunrise, and that will continue on, though scattered, heading into the early morning hours. Still expect to see another unseasonably warm day with a high of 67 degrees. 61 degrees on Wednesday with that chance of wet weather lingering. The last of the raindrops ending on Thursday, and then we'll dry out on Friday before we see maybe a passing shower or two by Saturday morning. Still nothing seasonal out there. Still looking quite mild. In fact, we'll be right back in the 60s by early next week, and looking a lot drier too.
Yeah.
Wow, what a stretch. What a stretch.
Big news for the Illini. Let's head back to Champaign. Corey?
Yeah, Lovie Smith is officially the head coach of the Illini. We'll hear from the new coach and how he plans on turning things around. That's coming up next in a live report.